People expect cruelty. They anticipate betrayal, but goodness, that sticks with them. It seeps into their bones, lingers long after you've walked away, tormenting them in ways they could never prepare for. It's not the malice, not the vengeance that keeps them awake at night. It's the goodness. The way you stood above it all when they tried to drag you down. They'll remember it forever. Because no matter what they do, no matter how far they fall, your goodness will be the one thing they can never escape. It will follow them, a ghost in every shadow, reminding them of what they could never be. Goodness is a curse to those who can't possess it. It's a mirror, reflecting everything they lack, everything they tried to destroy in you. But here's the thing. They thought they could break you, thought they could corrupt what made you different. And when they failed, when you stayed good in a world that thrives on darkness, that's when it became their nightmare. They'll run from it, try to forget it, but it'll be there, always, haunting them. Goodness like yours doesn't fade. It doesn't bow to their twisted games. It survives, it endures. And in that endurance, it becomes the very thing that tortures them. Your goodness is a reminder, a constant whisper in their ear, that no matter what they do, no matter how many layers of cruelty they wrap themselves in, they will never reach that level of purity. They'll wear their sins like armor, pretending not to care, but underneath it all, they'll always be thinking about you, the one who remained untouchable, the one who refused to let their darkness pull you under. Your goodness will haunt them because it's something they'll never have. They'll never feel that kind of strength, that kind of clarity, and it terrifies them. There's a unique cruelty in goodness, not the kind that strikes, not the kind that lashes out. It's the cruelty of being untouchable, of standing tall while they writhe in the filth of their own choices. They thought their wickedness could destroy you, but instead it showed them just how far beneath you they truly are. And that's what haunts them. Your goodness reveals their failures. It holds up a magnifying glass to their own weakness, their own inability to rise above their base nature. They'll pretend they've moved on, but every time they close their eyes, there it is. Your face, your actions, your unbreakable spirit. Goodness has a way of casting long shadows. It's not the loud, obvious force they thought it was. No, it works in silence. It lingers. It seeps into the cracks of their mind, fills the spaces they thought were empty. And in that silence, it becomes their undoing. Every time they try to justify what they've done, every time they convince themselves that they were right to do it, your goodness comes creeping back. It sits with them in the dark, in the quiet moments, when there's no one left to impress, no one left to deceive. It reminds them of what they destroyed and what they could never possess. They'll wear their cruelty like a crown, like a badge of honor, thinking it's what makes them powerful. But real power lies in goodness, in the ability to hold on to it, in a world that's built to strip it away. And that's why your goodness haunts them. Because no matter how many cruel acts they commit, no matter how deeply they descend into their own darkness, they'll never know the kind of power you wielded. The power to remain whole, to remain good, even when the world turned its back on you. That's the real victory, the one they'll never understand. So let them carry their sins, their regrets. Let them pretend that what they did doesn't matter. Because in the end, it's your goodness that will outlast them. It will be the thing they can't forget, the thing they can't outrun. It's a ghost they'll carry with them to their graves, a silent reminder of what could have been, if only they had chosen differently. And that's the greatest punishment of all, knowing that no matter what they do, they will never escape the shadow of your goodness. It will haunt them forever.